So besides the face-to-face, we have this webinar system that we have to utilize for. I feel funny. I can hear myself. That's lots of feedback.
How many computers are we supposed to have open?
One. No, you can open multiple ones. But you can mute all the other ones. Mute all the other ones. Mute, just leave one that's working. Hello? So I'm going to go to the webinar. So we have two accounts that our company is using. Actually, I think we have 4 accounts, but I have access to 2 accounts that I'm using right now. So when we sign in, I have 1 account that's for our team only. Okay, so this is for my team only. My team has basically everyone in Nigeria. Pretty much I would say 99.99% because every conference is my team, so everyone in Nigeria is my team. And I have a lot of people in California, a lot of people in Australia. So we actually, with my account, it's quite busy right here, as you can see. We have, when you set up, I'm going to go through how you can set up the webinars. When you set up webinars, please make sure avoid conflict with other time zone, with other trainers' schedule. So we are very busy, as you can see. Right now, today is a special one. So today is the Friday. It's a special webinar just for you guys. Request by confer. So this one is the one I just set up today, and we have one on Sunday morning, which is my morning, which is the Sunday evening, 12 hours difference. So WST is a Perth time. So Perth Leadership Training, Perth is in Australia. And we have a Monday, actually, a conference set up trainings for her TNQ on Monday. And then I have a forensic networking challenge that I set up with a few people in my team. And then Tuesday, so all you really need to see is the time and time zone. Okay, with the GoToWebinar, you can set a different time zone. So today, this one, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, so the Eastern Time. WST is for Perth time, so it's for Australia, right? It's a West Australia time. And then WAT is West Africa time. So just please make sure that you set up the webinar and make sure that you are not conflict with other time zone. And you want to make sure maybe if you are doing it on Tuesday, because Tuesday we have a lot of webinars going on. If you want to set something on Tuesday or Wednesday, please make sure that you talk to me to avoid the conflicts, because these ones are very important different times. Even you see they are all at 8 o'clock, but it's because it's different time zone. So that's no conflict over there. So just please communicate with me, because you are in Nigeria, and most likely you are not going to be conflict with the people in Eastern Standard Time or Perth time. So let me show you how you can schedule a webinar. So just click on left hand side, schedule a webinar. You can just say just for the testing purpose, I'm going to set a webinar for us right now. So cover testing. So you can put down whatever you like in the description, say training for my team. And so that's in the description, and then you can say, you can do it, say, oh, I want to make sure we do it on a weekly basis, or I want to do it on a monthly basis. So you want to set up which you want to do every second Friday of the month, or you want to do on the 14th of the month. So today is the 14th. So you can set up that. You can set up on Friday, or you can set it up on Monday, whatever you like. Okay. So if you want to do on a weekly basis, just click on that on a weekly. So this will give you the options on when you want to do it, how often you want to do it, and the way you want to end this weekly webinar. So maybe we say we want to end until 2016. So we can choose to end this webinar next, ongoing, continuing webinars next month. We can do that. So we can schedule it. So let me press schedule it. So in this case, you can see we are doing on a regular basis, and this is ongoing. So if you want to share this link with the people that promoters, you want to promote this webinar, so you copy the webinar link, and you select all, and then you can press left, right click and copy it. So what I'm going to do is normally I just go to the Facebook page, okay, and Facebook page, I go to Confer. So I just click on paste. Normally what I would do a little more is I'm going to add it a little bit. I don't need after registering or receiving information brought to you by GoToWebinar. I don't need that. So I leave that, and I leave the time, I leave this on, and sometimes I would like to put the webinar ID and the audio information right here. So I would copy the webinar ID right here. So sometimes we cannot log in with the link for some whatever reason, then we need to log in with the webinar ID. I think it's better to provide it right here. So what else sometimes I would provide is I provide the phone numbers. So I click on here and I click on the phone numbers, and I copy and paste it. And the access code is also here. So attendees, you want to give this access code. This is attendees. So in this case, then this webinar is being set. In the content, right? During the content right here. So manage my webinar. You can add it at any time. You can edit my content, training my team. Please check, like I like to, because we have different people joining us from different time zone. So please check your time zone. Okay. So say Toronto time. This is 11 a.m. and Nigeria time. So it's just easier for 3 p.m. or 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. So it's just easier for the attendees. Some people just being lazy and they don't even check. They don't know what the different time zone means. So we want to list it up there. So that's sometimes what I do. But you can edit this information anytime before the webinar starts. Okay. Once you launch the webinar, then they're not going to show anything anyways. So this is a test. Okay. So we can, if you say, oh, I'm not going to do this webinar anymore, then we cancel the webinar. And they say, are you sure you want to cancel? Yes, I want to cancel the webinar. So this webinar is canceled right here. So no more. But so you can have lots of flexibilities and do whatever you want to do. So this one is training by our National Ambassador Counselor, and this is time she set. And if she wants to cancel it, she can cancel. If she wants to duplicate it, she can duplicate it. So this basically the webinar system is nothing complicated, but it has a lot of it's very good system for us to use if the internet works good. Okay, so that's that. Let me see. What other things that's important for us to learn? I think it's the webinar itself for us to do some control. So what I would like to do is I'm going to print screen so I can share this with you right here. So probably what you don't see that I see right now is on the right hand side I have a control panel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make Adayova as an organizer. So you can see a lot more than what you see right now. Right now, you have limited things you can see at this moment. So when I make you, after I make you as an organizer, so I basically what I did is I right click on your name, and then I can make you as organizer. We don't have other people joining the webinar at this moment because it's organized by Confer at Confer's office, I think. So I make you as organizer. There are a few things that you need to be aware of. So basically, the first thing first is you need to be aware of when you exit when you quit the webinar. So let me click on this, and now I'm going to show you what that means. So when you quit the webinar, when you click on this little button on the right hand side on the top, you can quit the webinar. However, make sure that if the webinar hasn't finished yet, you just say leave webinar. If you press end webinar for all, as organizer, you're going to end webinar for all. That means you are interrupted the webinar. So be very careful to make people as organizer. If you make that as organizer, you make sure that you don't quit the webinar and that you don't end the webinar for all. So that's one thing that you be very careful with. So that's the part I'd like you to be aware of. And let me see what else. You can make people as a presenter. So let me click on this again. And you can change presenter. Right now, I can change presenter to Abioba. So I can change that my presenter to you by click on this button. And then once you become presenter, and when you do a presentation, you can click on this button, show my screen. Okay, so right now I'm showing you my screen, and right now I'm doing the presentation. So change presenter, and then show my screen. So that's the part we can do in between stuff. Okay, you can only be an organizer or presenter to have this access. So that's very important. Once you become, when you be ambassador for mind, when you be a trainer, this is the system that you need to be familiar with, and that's the things that Comfort asked me to share with you. So we need more leaders taking leadership. We have a lot diplomats. We have a lot ambassadors, and of course we have regional ambassadors, national ambassadors, just going amazingly great in Team Nigeria. And Nigeria has been our #1 country for so many months. Literally, since last year, you guys just non-stop being the #1 country. I have a list of people who are ambassadors and the diplomats. I need more people to step up to do the trainings, and only when you start to do trainings and you're going to be familiar with the system, you're going to be more familiar with the business. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you my Google Drive. And I'd like you to type in which day and what month you like to be the ambassador for month, you like to be the presenter. So maybe Comfort or Wuche, you can message me on Facebook and let me know which day and which month you guys are good to be the trainers and the presenters. I need everyone to commit with their schedule. We have people say, "Oh, I'm going to do this day," and they don't show up, which is not good for the ambassador month. We want to make sure that everyone keeps on their word. So I actually have a schedule, shared on the Google document, Google Drive. So if you have a Gmail account, I can add you as one of the person. I can share this with you. So as of this year, okay, right now we are in the middle of August. This year, we need one more person to be our ambassador month, which is in November. That spot is still available. So, Comfort, do you know which day is good for whom? Can you message that to me? And November we'll have openings. And in September we have we still have a lot of openings for the trainers. So who would like to step up to do trainers? To do the training for the fast start training on a Tuesday evening, 8:45 p.m. Nigeria time. So please let me know who is going to be available to do that. And I need your contact information, and of course we have you either from doesn't matter if you are which country you come from, so we have a better idea. And I'm actually talking to the people in Europe too, and we have leaders and want to step up for that. And Wednesday at 9 p.m. West Africa time, we need people to do presentations. So that's we still have a lot of openings. So we need strong presenters. You don't, for the Wednesday nights, you don't have to be a diplomat or ambassador to do training. It's a webinar, it's a live tour via webinar. So as long as you can have good connection and you can talk on your laptop, then you can do this. Okay, and on Sunday I had pretty much a lot of people scheduled. I invited Sinaz, I invited Renee, I invited Raza, I invited Sean, our national ambassador, regional ambassador from here, and of course our senior vice president from here in Canada to be our special guest. We also have our leaders step up, to do trainings. So as of now, we have November 1st that's still open, and I need to let me know which day is definitely this Sunday night training. We need the people who are ambassador or above. So for Sunday night trainers, you need to be at least ambassador or above. So your title need to be ambassador or above. Okay, I would love to invite our national ambassador counselor to train to do a training for us again. So please let me know if November 1st is good for you, and love to hear your training. And whom else that who are I actually had a message back and forth with Beatrice Uche, and she gave me the date on November 15th. I believe she's going to talk about the importance of the IA. So we can put that in. So everything is here, everything is in detailed out, and the system is here for us to follow, and we just need the leaders to step up to do more, to take more leadership. So basically, the ambassador command for the Tuesday trainers, Wednesday presenters, and the Sunday night trainers. And do you have any questions for me? I believe that's all I need to share in this part.